It's not. And I'm not like depressed. Yeah. I thought I was not going to do well during this. I really did. I thought I was going to fall apart. I'm going to be open with you guys because a lot of the comments and people talk about this podcast to me are, you're very open. Going into this, I was fucking scared shitless. I thought I was going to completely unravel and fall apart. I'm only a week into it, 2 weeks into it, but I thought that the moment I stopped working and the moment I stopped going to school, I was going to fucking fall apart. I don't think that's true. I'm in a place now where I have to think about the thoughts going between both of my ears, and I have to recognize them, and I can't just run away from them. Whereas I think I was able to much easier when I was when I always had something on my books, when I had school, when I had work, when I decided to go to a coffee shop to do school. I think I've been forced to sit here hours on end and just think things out. I'm a lot less impulsive. I've been taking my phone and I just haven't been touching it, right? I was going into this thing scared shitless, and I hope a lot of people can relate to this. I hope it's not the other way where a lot of people have unraveled. And I think for those people who have completely unraveled, I think this is a time to maybe wake up to your situation. You know, maybe if you have completely lost your mind because you can't work or you can't go to school. Well, maybe at the core foundation of your life, that's what's not together, right? Maybe that's what's not together. Do you enjoy yourself? Well, if you're constantly busy, do you enjoy yourself as a person? Well, if you're constantly busy, it's so easy to completely run away from that question and just avoid it at all costs. It's easy to do that, right? It takes no talent to have a thought and say F it and just run the other way. Right? That takes no effort. That takes no skill. But I think what does take skill and what we're forced to do now, which I think is a great tool, the best tool, is you're forced in a situation now to sit there and you can't run from your thoughts. You can't run from the real person that you see looking back at yourself in a mirror. You have to stop and really break that down. How do you feel? Do you enjoy the life that you're living? Do you enjoy the relationship that you're in? Do you enjoy the fundamental conversations you have with your parents? Does your heart get angry when somebody calls in your family? I think those things, no matter when this is over and we get back to our normal life, if those things aren't adjusted, if those things aren't fixed, if those things haven't been given the time that they deserve to be viewed upon and to be worked with and to be tinkered with and to be taken care of, then no matter what the result of this is going to be, good or bad, your life is still going to be utter chaos because your foundation is broken. You can't have a broken foundation. You can do so much in this world. Why? Why is that true? Because the examples are given. Everything that we know in this world was developed in between somebody's fucking brain. It developed in someone's brain. But the foundation of your life is the most important thing. You have to build that up. You have to be able to find yourself in a position where you feel comfortable around your family. You feel comfortable around your friends. And for me, I've spent so much of my life just hating people. Hating people. God, I used to hate people. I struggle with it still to this day, but I used to just, how most people say, assume people are good. I assume that everyone's a fucking lying piece of shit. And I hate that about myself. But, before this coronavirus thing happened, I didn't believe that I strictly believe that I thought that way. But I think now it's so easy to have that idea reinforced because when you're on the go and you're not paying attention to things, your mind doesn't pay attention to good things. You only pay attention to shitty things, which is going to just reinforce that very abrasive opinion you have on people, on the world, But now with the world slowing down, I can't think that. I can think that, but from a scientific viewpoint, it's rubbish. It's nonsense. It doesn't make sense because I don't hate anybody. I don't dislike anybody. So if my opinion, if my hypothesis was correct that everybody's a dickhead, if that was correct, then I should hate everybody. But I don't. I love a lot of people, and I love being around a lot of people, and I love enjoying people's time, I just think this is the one thing that I saw this on Twitter, and let's end this podcast on a depressing note, Michael.